Hey Transformers fans, welcome to our second fan stream in a month-long celebration of Transformers' 40th anniversary, 40 years, one legacy. Evan, how are you holding up after returning from Japan?
I'm good.
Not caffeinated at all?
No, not at all.
Perfect. All right, so we're in the final hours of our HasLab, so let's touch on that kind of quickly. You can see here we have the gray model with us, and then we're going to cover off on the Walmart Star Raider items that went up for pre-order about an hour ago for premium members on HasbroPulse.com as well over on Walmart.com, and should be up right now for everybody else for what's left on HasbroPulse.com. And then we're going to finish the day off. We're going to talk about the Hasbro Target collab Target Optimus Prime Autobot Bullseye that IGN revealed yesterday and is available for pre-order right now exclusively on Target.com. But first, let's talk HasLab.
Let's talk HasLab.
All right, so we cleared 20,000 backers. That's amazing, right? I mean, that was kind of my goal from the get-go, like knowing a slightly higher price point item. It's like, if we can hit 20,000, I'll feel very excited and successful. Like, once we hit the final tier 2, that was incredible.
Yeah.
But over 20,000 and climbing, we're in that FOMO window. It's pretty good. So
we had a very good gradual increase as we were going, which I'm happy because I think everybody realizes that this is a very good figure, and it's a very good offering. So I'm really excited to get it made, get it out there, and get it in people's hands.
Yeah, and for everybody wondering, like, why is it the gray model again? Well, we had to ship the painted model back to our friends at Takara Tomy so they could get working on production. And this is what the one we get to keep and put in our display case, so this is what we had to show. But if you haven't had a chance yet, head over to HasbroPulse.com. All the edited photos of the painted model that Evan shot with our good friend Dave White are officially finally up on the website, so you can check those out. I know we previewed them on social about a week ago, so go check those out. You can see how that's really going to look as closely as it can. Clearly, some molded colors versus how the painted model. You get a good feel for what it's going to be.
Oh, absolutely. And it looks fantastic.
Perfect. All right.
It looks fantastic right here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's pretty epic.
It is. It's so much so that the sword constantly blocks my face in the street, which is perfect because I don't want to be here right now.
So, yeah. So, again, over 20,000, super impressive. This is your last chance. If you have not backed this, today is your last day. You have until 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight. You got to do it. I mean, this is your chance to own a piece of history. 40th anniversary HasLab. You got to add it to the collection.
Pretty solid.
So that does it for HasLab. I mean, again, you have till tonight. Get on it. That'll be great. So Walmart.com previewed their Collector Con, which started today. About a week ago, we gave them those images. They got them out there. You guys are all talking about them on the internet. So we're going to rotate our way into the Star Raiders capsule that we put together for our friends at Walmart. So let's check out Cannonball here in his bot mode. Let's check him out in his alt mode.
So the Star Raiders
check him out in hand with you.
Yes, I'm sorry. I'm so excited to talk about this guy. I really am. The Star Raiders are here. You wanted space pirates. And VMAX was like, I need space pirates.
Cannonball.
This is obviously your leading space pirate in the game. I mean, his deco scheme actually is lovely. We did update the tampo on the side there. I know you like the skull and bones, but since this character, it seems like it's almost like a different version of him from the old school mold. I just felt like he needed a little bit more like added umps.
Yeah.
Added umph.
That tampo deco is incredible. It looks so good.
It's pretty sweet, yeah. And you know what? He actually comes with his Earth key, which is a really nice touch. And I'm not going to take it out. It's going to fall. There you go. Here we go.
I got a lot of comments from people online that they're like very excited. The cyber keys are back. They're like, it's a nice little include, even if it doesn't do what it did initially, you know?
Well, I mean, you know, like we try to keep the character consistent with how he was originally released, as we usually do, but there always are some nice little updates. And as you can see here, he does come with his hammer and he does come with his claw. But the nice thing is that the claw and the hammer actually fit into the parts of the legs, which is really nice. Yeah, that was a nice little.
Very smart.
Shout out to Shusan, who has been a dream to work with over in Takara.
So I think next we're going to go into what might have been the most anticipated figure of the year, at least for some people. They've been talking about it since the listings leaked, and that is Star Raider Lockdown. So there's a lot going on here. People knew pretty much about the second we revealed Axel Grease. So let's check out Lockdown in his bot mode. And here you can see Lockdown in his alt mode. And we'll talk about these images quickly while we also review this character. So let's check it out.
So worked on this mold with Ajima-san, which was a dream to work with as always. Yes,
Good old
indeed.
Biggie.
Yeah.
The good old Biggie. So, at first when we released Axle Grease, everyone was like, is it going to be Lockdown? Is it not going to be Lockdown? And we really thought that the mold really exemplified Lockdown very well. But there was obviously another camp. Since we've been doing animated universe characters, we didn't really want to shove this guy into the animated universe because it wasn't really dedicated to that vehicle mode as much so in that animated look.
Like
it's got like
Bumblebee
a long
and
front
Bumblebee and
end.
Optimus are so on point that we couldn't.
Right. And
Exactly.
His legs are not nearly long enough.
No, correct. So we thought that first rendition of Lockdown, Revenge of the Fallen, I don't know if Bill Rowley or Eric Siegenhaler worked on that figure back in the day, but it was a really awesome figure. So we kept with that head sculpt, but he also does have all the same attributes as Axle Grease. He's got the two front Gatling gun blaster. We got some nice deco ops with the little red dot on the engine. It's really nice that he's got the claw as well. Obviously, one side has got the gold hit and the other side doesn't, which is nice because it goes along with that like Junkion frame. This actually really, I think it really came along as a nice representation of Lockdown, so I'm pretty excited.
So the one thing to talk about here is that this is like close to final production, but we're actually missing some deco on this, right? So we're missing the silver studs, and you will have the green will follow through.
Which is which was nice to have it on the legs. Exactly.
So don't
right.
worry when you see yours. We'll get those images updated out there for you too. I know there were some questions about that when those pictures got revealed last week. So.
And of course, he still actually maintains the Junkion gimmick, so he is a weaponizer as well. So you, so you get to
look forward to those pictures.
I know. Yeah. So this is a black weaponizer.
So now we got more dark colors, not just only the one. We have some more.
This green might complement the toe line. You never know.
So
perhaps
up next is we're gonna check out here. We get to see Filch in her bot mode. And then we can check out Filch in her bird mode here. But let's
Crow
check this thing out.
Crow
mode. See, I'm learning things every day. I've been working on this for 18 months. So let's check out Filch in hand with Mark here.
So worked on with this item with Shu-san. The original mold that was Air Razor was done by Yuya-san, which is a spectacular mold, very, very posable.
I mean, we used it for Studio Series. So yeah.
So Shu-san actually really had a great idea is to separate the wings out. So then she would have blades, which is I think actually came out really nice, and they're actually articulated blades, which are nice. And then the colors from the series look really nice from the Cyberverse series. Now, I know it's a smaller representation of the huge crow that was in the Cyberverse series, but like having her next, like kind of battling strong arm from your Legacy universe is really going to look great on the shelf, especially the colors. Like, and there's the head sculpts. Great. Really, we got all the deco on the eye to represent what it looked like in the show, which was nice, and the head sculpts really do sing.
Great stuff. I mean, this whole capsule is fun, and we still have more. We have one more that'll be coming and being revealed later in the year for Deluxe. And we also have a leader option that'll be coming a little bit later that we'll be talking about in the future as well. But we still have one more for today. Again, this was revealed today. It went up for pre-order, revealed last week. This is Voyager Farac. So let's check him out here in his bot mode. And then you can see here his alt mode looks, pretty familiar, but I think it's a pretty cool form factor here. But I mean, I really loved his face and how this turned out. I know, very inspired. So let's check out Farac here in hand with you.
I might be a big fan of this mold.
So having worked on this original Cyclonus mold, and Cyclonus obviously, with Itaco-san, So I believe it was Shu-san that I worked with on the new alt head, and I knew a couple features here for Farac, which was really nice because Farac was actually a comic book universe character from the old comic book series. And he was more towards like a silver jet in that series, more towards a seeker jet, actually. So we ended up giving him some nice attributes here to weapon him up because he is a gnarly pirate, space pirate. So as you can see, these blasters do come off and are handheld, which are really nice. Yeah, they look very cool. And then the front of the nose tip is actually supposed to exemplify a blaster that's seen in the comic book series as well, with the crazy, cool sculpted lines on the front. And then the head sculpt, as you know, I'm a huge fan of Florodary and Cyclonus.
We never talk about him ever, never.
So I really wanted to concentrate on the head sculpt and try to get like a representation of the Florodary like grimace face that has
concept Cyclonus.
yes, that has like evolved, and it was in the comic book series. So since this character was a comic book series character, I thought that the head should lean more towards the comic book representation of the face.
Absolutely.
So the grimace and scowl that you see here is really good exemplary material for a gnarly space pirate.
I also really like the colors on him because you don't get a lot of bad guys who are so bright, right? Like he very much pops. I mean, clearly, you know, you have your Silver Star screen, but this is like a very light white silver. So
Yes, yeah, it's very cool. And he does actually have spray ops on the sides of his chest that Cyclonus did come with as well. Where we just did not have those on this model, but
got it.
They will be there.
I always love when you can get sculpted expression in the face.
Yeah, the scowl was key. He even has like a nice little forearm tattoo. Like, you know what I mean? He's very, very pirate. It's just kind of cool.
He's a good like second in command behind Thundertron, right? Like, probably battles a little bit with Cannonball for who's the most important.
Yeah, I would say they definitely ruffle against each other for sure.
So, all right. So that does it for the Star Raider items that went up for pre-order, are up for pre-order right now. So make sure you head over to Hasbro Pulse, try and snag those before they sell out. And then also you can head over to walmart.com, get those, add those to your collection. They'll be coming home this summer. Up next is our last item for the day, but an item that was revealed again yesterday by our friends at IGN. So let's check out Target Optimus Prime and Autobot Bullseye. Here you can see him, or both of them, in their bot modes. And then we can check out Optimus in his alt mode. But before we show this off in the studio, let's roll this little video that we shot with Mark, a nice little conversion video that you'll also be able to check out over on Target.com. And you can see just what you get to do with this entire offering. All right, that's pretty snazzy. Good job on that video.
Thanks, man. You know, I got some mittens on with these hands and everything, but
Great job.
I like to convert my
We'd still be
Transformers.
filming if it was me, so well done.
So this was a treat to work on.
Yeah, I mean, this was a lot of work. We did a lot of back and forth with Target. We worked very closely with them.
I'm a loyal Target consumer, so I constantly go to Target with the wife, and we're constantly taking the little poodle there. So as you can see, having Bullseye in this pack really did wonders for me. He does turn into a little bubble mailer that was a new design feature for Target that they wanted to kind of push. Ted, shout out to Ted out there. He worked closely with me on this item. This is obviously from the G2 laser mold, if you couldn't see the Laser Prime, which is a great mold. Amazing colors, though, on this mold. As you can see, it really exemplifies his shipping experience for,
Yeah, you know, he landed on Earth, trans-scanned something, and all of a sudden he's a Target truck, and he's just delivering goodies.
And, you know, obviously these, goodies can fall out the back here if you want. But this was actually a treat to work on, was the tampography and the details of the trailer to have the little Bullseye dog.
Yeah, it's fun too. He's like hanging out the window, right? And his ears are pushed back because of the wind and the direction they're driving. Something we learned while working on this, that it's the same direction on both sides of the trailer, so it looks like he's got his head out the window.
Yes, exactly. So he does. I mean, there's actually a couple new ops on here that weren't on the original mold, so that was kind of nice to get as well. But
he also has a Target matrix of leadership, right?
he does.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, that's in the chest. He also
Add it to the pile.
still, you know what? He wants a canister out for a drink.
Perfect. Drink some Energon. It's like
Drink some Energon canister.
he can shoot up, charge up the whole team, and everybody's getting a little low in the battle. Make sure Got to keep your team hydrated.
So this is a nice little feature inside the trailer, as you know, the little launcher guy, the little robot actually does fold up and condense and actually look like a scanner. So this is him kind of scanning the little postage bubbler mailer.
Ready to ship your exclusive Target Optimus Prime.
Exclusives, man.
Optimus going to go work in the distro center next after this, right? He's going to ship them stuff out to everybody.
Hey, they're robots in disguise.
That's true. They are. So, I mean, fantastic job. You did a great job on this. We worked on this for a long time.
Yeah.
It's been a lot of fun.
The packaging is amazing as
The packaging is really fun.
Yeah,
Shout out to our packaging artist, Amy, for really kind of exemplifying that fun essence of like what it's like for Bullseye in terms of Target and Optimus Prime just having fun, being excited to be there. So you'll get to see that. All those images are available. Again, they're up on Target.com right now. This pre-ordered this morning, I think around 9 a.m. And was revealed by IGN again yesterday. So good old Bullseye there. Right?
I mean, I just really felt like Optimus should always have a companion with him, like a little dog companion.
I completely agree.
Right?
I'm very pro-dog.
Servo. Maybe we'll do a servo out there, jump in like a little...
Sure, why not?
Yeah, that would be great.
Perfect. All right, so quick little recap, right? Let's do it.
Yes.
We had a nice quick little stream today. This is 2 of 4. We have more coming. But again, HasLab, thank you again. Can't believe, again, over 20,000.
I know.
It's incredible. We're in that FOMO window. I'm curious where we're going to get to. I mean, let's see if we can beat Deathsaurus and Starsaber. I mean,
27 was
27-ish, right? I think is where Starsaber was, and Deathsaurus was just shy of 27.
Robots in disguise, fans.
Yeah.
Rise up.
It's truly incredible accomplishment. Again, thank you to Evan and Yuki-san for their hard work and dedication.
Honestly, all Yuki.
I mean, you guys worked on it together again in person last week, just tweaking it. You guys are going to get a really awesome product. So, again, today, your last day to back the HasLab. So you have, again, till 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight on HasbroPulse.com. So head over there, make sure you back it, add it to your collection. Then we had the 4 Legacy Star Raider items. So we had 3 Deluxe. We had Cannonball came up first, that awesome Skull Tampo on the side. We had Lockdown. Again, there was a lot of debate. Was what version of Lockdown was it going to be? He answered that pretty good. Pretty sure we got more coming on that eventually. Filch, was super fun to add another female flyer to the universe. Again, cool colors, those blue, purples. Yeah, great.
I can't remember.
Farac, which I really love. I think, again, that Floro Dairy head, the sculpt there, just really good stuff.
Very cool.
So, again, premium members had a chance to get those on HasbroPulse.com starting at 10 a.m. the same time Walmart went live. For any available stock that's still left, those were up and bench essentially at the start of this stream. So if there's any left, head over right now, get them, order them, pre-order. If not, Walmart.com.
I like that. I like that.
I think we all missed it, so that's fine.
That's all right.
It'll be fine. And then we round this out with, again, our Target Optimus Prime and Autobot Bullseye. Went up for pre-order again this morning. Again, exclusive to Target.com. So head on over to Target, add this to your collection. It'll be coming home to you this summer and be in stores a little later this year. So be sure to add all of these to your collection. We get a lot of questions online. I'm sure everybody is still in this chat furious. I can't see it live while we're talking, but I'm wondering where Legacy Wave 2 pre-orders are. So next week, join us next week. Next week is all Legacy United the whole time. We have a lot to talk about. Pretty much everything is leaked out or has all leaked out. I forget. I'm trying to keep up these days.
I feel nothing. So
so yeah, we'll be doing all of Legacy Wave 2. Those pre-orders will go up next week. So you'll finally get a chance to get those pre-orders, and they'll be shipping to you pretty soon after that because they're supposed to hit shelf in April. And then we'll have one more fan stream at the end of the month, revealing probably my favorite item of the year. So that's going to be fun. So make sure you're really back with us on 328 for that one as well. So until next time, like, subscribe, follow, share. You can find Hasbro Pulse on social. You can find us on social. You know where we're all at. We do listen. We try to read stuff and get back to you as best we can. We're not at all very much overworked and don't have a lot of time. So we'll do our best.
You're killing it right now.
He always does all the talking. I'm just sitting here with that's why I'm here.
Until next week, same bot time, same bot channel. Be sure to join us, HasbroPulse.com YouTube channel. We'll see you guys next week at 11 a.m. Eastern for our 40th Transformers fan stream. Roll out.
Yeah.